Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to a new video. It's been a while since I've last made a video, but we're back. We're back. And then this video is just gonna be, kind of long. It's just gonna be a little trade recap, going over the market and all of the trades that I took this week on NQ. I'm currently practicing. Took this trade on Bitcoin. Still in it, still holding. But yeah, let's go over the 5 trades I took this week, I think. Been trading a little differently. I've been cooking. I went 4 for 1. So yeah, that's pretty good. But let's start this video off with a little Bible study like we normally do. Going back to doing those. Um, this one's from Ecclesiastes 1, verses 2 through 11. Everything's meaningless. Everything is meaningless, says the teacher. Completely meaningless. What do people get for all their hard work under the sun? Generations come and generations go, but the earth never changes. The sun rises and the sun sets, then hurries around to rise again. The wind blows south and then turns north. Around and around it goes, blowing in circles. Rivers run into the sea, but the sea's never full. Then the water returns again to the rivers and flows out again to the sea. Everything is wearisome beyond description. No matter how much we see, we are never satisfied. No matter how much we hear, we are not content. History merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. Sometimes people say, here's something new, but actually it is old. Nothing is ever truly new. We don't remember what happened in the past and in future generations. No one will remember what we are doing now. And, the significance of that, kind of straightforward, right? No one will remember what we're doing now. And I feel like I can kind of compare this to just the worldly things in this world, right? So, for example, all the worldly things like, trading, making money, how much money you spend, the cars you have, watches, etc. All those worldly things are just like, they're so meaningless. Like, it just doesn't matter. So, if you think about it, the only stuff that will truly make you satisfied is having a strong relationship with God, family, friends, and yeah, anything else you could think of. Maybe some passions you might have. All those things are truly worthwhile, but you have to think about, if you're dedicating all your time and effort into trading or making money or whatever that is, just know in the end, it probably won't satisfy you. But again, you know, this is just a reminder. So if God put trading and a certain passion or whatever it is, making money onto your heart, be sure to talk to God and get confirmation that you want to fulfill it and go in pursuit of becoming great at whatever you're trying to do. But just remember that God is number one. You put God first and you find a way to incorporate God into whatever you're doing. So that could look like praying before you hop on the charts, because that's what I've been trying to do. But I'm not perfect. I've been struggling with that as well. Sometimes I'm just grinding trading all night. I'm tired, and then I don't really read my Bible. I'll just kind of do a prayer, but not really like a real prayer. It's just like I'm just super tired. So I'm just like, oh dear God, blah 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 blah. Like help me with this. Yeah, thank you for that. Good night. You know, like you don't want to be like that. But yeah, that's the message. So before we start, right? We have this Discord community. You can post your wins, losses, reflect. Got the main chat. We have a lot of concepts and stuff that are discussed on here. Um, we have Bible verses. It's just a great place to be if you want to meet a community of traders, aspiring traders. So yeah, be sure to join. Link will be in my bio. Now let's talk about how I've been trading lately. Let's get into the first trade that I took. I've actually been trading with a new concept called TAC, um, created by Asset Alliance and my boy Simply that I met on the Discord. And if you guys do want this, it's kind of like an indicator, so I'll talk about it. It's like extremely powerful, but just be sure to join the Discord, type in the chat, let us know, and then we'll give it to you. And obviously, you don't have to if you don't want to. It actually doesn't cost too much. I think it's like $100, but totally worth it. Anyways, let's get into it. So TAC is essentially a way to find bias. So let me talk about how I knew that we were going to go higher. So you guys are used to me trading like TGR, liquidity sweeps. I still do that. It's just like I use 15-minute bias a little more now. Um, Kind of like Justin Werling, like 15-minute manipulation. So right here, as you can see, we're in a clear downtrend. And as you can see, my up candle white, my down candle black. But this color that's kind of gray, that is the TAC candle. So in order to use TAC, you want to kind of use bias on the 15-minute. So essentially, when a low is made, we are bullish. When a high is made, we're bearish. So right here, you have this TAC candle, right? The TAC candle was a part of the 2 candle sequence that made the low. We got the move down. So if we take off the indicator, as you can see, it's a black candle. It's a move down. We got the move down and then move up. So from here onward, I would be here. This is the number 23. From 23 to 29, I would be bullish. So you can trade within this time zone. Right here, right, we got the move up, and then the TAC was a part of the down candle, 2 candle sequence. So the up and down, that's a high. So that is why we'd be bearish until 17. So as you can see, you can literally catch the high, the low, high, low, etc. So I normally use that on the 15-minute or the 5-minute, but 15-minute, as you can see, I was kind of anticipating, right? We had this move down with the TAC candle. I realized we were kind of oversold. We needed a significant retrace, at least to equilibrium. So I was kind of looking for longs. And we also just crapped the bed the Friday before the weekend, because this was on a Sunday around London or something like that. But with this strat, you can trade any time zone. That's what I'm saying. So we got the move down, and then I was anticipating a move up. So we already kind of made that low, so I knew we were going to go higher. Come on, man. So we made a low. So when you make a low with the TAC candle, you are bullish. And then what did I do? Scale down to the 5-minute. I also trade TAC. My checklist is like TAC, low time frame, turtle soup, or just a sweep, break structure, unicorn model, entry. But that's about it. So we got the sweep right here on the 5-minute. Then I scale down on the 1-minute. Come on, bro. Bro, what am I doing, bro? Oh, I hate this. Scale down on the 1-minute time frame. Right? We got that sweep right here. I knew we were bullish for this time until the next TAC candle high, which was around here, which is why we were bearish. So what am I looking for after the sweep? Looking for a break of structure. We got the break. Now I'm looking for some type of unicorn model. So couldn't really find something significant, but I waited for more of a significant retrace. On the 3-minute, I actually saw something that I liked. On the 3-minute, we had CISD right here. So we had the break of structure, which showed that we are about to switch bullish. And then breaker block for the unicorn. We got this move up candle prior to the break of structure, which happened with this black candle. And then we also had the fair value gap in here. So breaker block right here with fair value gap equals unicorn model. Dude, I might waste the entire video just doing this. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Yeah, I am. Alright, let's make this quick. We got a lot of trades to cover. I just waited for some rejection candles on the 1-minute out of this fair value gap on the 3-minute. I went long off of this doji, stopped slightly below this low, and then I used standard deviation from the manipulation leg sweep. So this was the low manipulation leg, low to the high, standard deviation. First TP was at this. I mean, not first TP. Yeah, right there. Smacked it. Closed all positions. I didn't want to hold up to here. Usually I take out at the 2. Almost guaranteed. But yeah, for a 2 to 5 risk to reward ratio. Good first trade. Alright, let's get into the second one. But yeah, as you can see, this tack thing freaking works, bro. M15 or M5 time frame for bias. It works. It works on 15, 5, 3, and 1 minute time frames. And then, yeah, something else I've also been using is kind of kill zones. So we got the kill zone 45. So anything, any time frame, any time. So 2 p.m., 6 p.m., anything. So XX45 to XX15. You can see that right here. What the frick? Alright. 315, 245. So between this time, you should find the optimal entry. I've been using that, pairing it with tack, and then unicorn, and then sweep. It's been working perfectly. So let's get into how I found this trade, right? So we got the 45 to 15 kill zone. I think this was PM of New York, so I'm just obviously looking for trades around here. As you can see, got this grayish candle. We got the move up, and then we were printing the high, so we had the move up and then move down, and the tack was in that sequence, so we made a tack high, so we were bearish. And then where is it? Yep, we were bearish. And then what else did I see? After the tack, you can either scale down to the 5 and wait for more confirmation, but usually if we're in the kill zone already and we see the tack high or low created, I scale right down to the 1 or the 3 minute. So we did that. Oh my gosh, bro. Alright, did that. Now, what do we wait for on the 1 minute or 3 minute? We wait for a sweep. Right, we got the sweep, the turtle soup, and then we got the break of structure. So we look for the move down prior to the break. That creates the breaker block. Now we wait for the retest into the breaker block. Down candle volume out of it. I knew we were gonna dump, so I went short around the mid area of this candlestick. I took standard deviation from manipulation leg to the bottom of the manipulation leg. And then I closed all right here for a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. Frickin' banger. Alright. So that was the second trade that I took. Let's get into the next one. As you can see, guys, frickin' tack works. Tack is very good, so if you want to get it, join the Discord. This was a beautiful trade. Probably my favorite. Most likely my favorite. It's this one right here. Yeah, man. We caught some W trades. Alright. Again, this was around or in the kill zone, I think. So XX45 to XX15. And if you guys also want an indicator for this, link will also be in Discord or in my bio. So you guys can grab the indicator to find the kill zone. But yeah, so what did I see? Now this time I didn't see a tack high or low be formed, but you can also find bias with the tack sweep. So we have this tack candle right here, and the low was swept out by this 15-minute candle afterwards. So you see this candle, we swept out the low of this. So if you sweep the high, you're bearish. Sweep the low, you're bullish. So we're sweeping the low of that 15-minute TAC candle. What did I do? Scale down. And then on the 5-minute, right, we also swept these lows. We turtle souped it. Instantly went on the 1-minute after I saw that. After I saw the nice little turtle soup. Take out the early buyers. Next thing I did, right, I knew we were bullish because we were sweeping the TAC and all these lows right here. Swept out all of these lows. You also had LRLR resting kind of above, or just some liquidity that needed to take out. And then what did I wait for? Wait for the break of structure, and then we got the whatever it's called. Got the move up prior to the break to create the breaker block, and then the fair value gap right here. So together that creates a unicorn model, right? I've been trading unicorns and breakers. I knew we were going to retrace to it. I set a limit right here, got filled, and then used from here to there, I think, for the standard deviation. And then I took out right there for a 1 to 3.7 risk to reward ratio. Brick and banger, as you can see, we probably created a TAC high right here, come right back down. So perfect trade, right? Took a long right before it would have taken me out. Freaking beautiful. That was also in the kill zone, I think. Yep. XX45 to XX15. Found the best entry. Dubs, dubs, dubs on dubs. This was a good trade too. This one was, we had bad PA this day, but you know that's what I'm saying. With bad PA, still make it work with TAC. This was a 1 to 6, bro. I took this trade in pottery class. Freaking crazy. All right. So coming in, we have this massive down candle on TAC. What is a low? A move down, and then a move up. And then what did I see, right? You can either trade 3 candles, 2 candles, or 1 candle, or the candle of TAC to find your bias, but I usually like to trade the first or second candle afterwards. So we have this massive move down TAC candle, a part of the sequence of the move up, right? So we created a low, move down, move up. So I knew from that point, with this second candle after the TAC candle, we were going to be bullish, which is why I was looking for longs. We also swept all of these lows. That's all I needed, so I just went straight to the 1 minute. Next on the 1 minute, what was I looking for? I was looking for another sweep, so we had a nice little turtle soup right here. I was then looking for a break. The frick? Oh, sorry. 3 minute, not 1 minute. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, 1 minute was not clean. I was on the 3 minute, and I was looking for a breaker block or unicorn model. What do we have? We had a breaker structure right here. The move up prior to the breaker structure. What else did we have? We had this for value gap that we came through, mitigated it, swept it, but we had this one that was still holding. Breaker block plus for value gap equals unicorn model. I went right on the 1 minute after I saw that, and I was just looking for the best place to be filled. And then we got this 3 minute for value gap. I waited for it to come down right here. This small candle, we rejected back up, closed. I went long off of that. Standard deviation on here. I took it right there, and then I held to right here. I took first TP out right at the 2. I had a good setup on this one, so I decided to hold to the 3. So that was a beautiful trade. Yeah, this was a nice one. This was a good long for a 1 to 6 risk to reward ratio. Frickin' banger, all from TAC. Tack is OP, gang. Alright, and I believe this was the loss. Yep, this was the only loss I took. This was on a Friday during PM session. Horrible price action. It was a really good setup, but fortunately it just didn't work out. So let's get into my thought process on this one. Took it right when we were in the 45 to 15 kill zone. What else did we have? During the the distribution of New York, we kind of just dumped. Right during the distribution of New York, we were just distributing the entire time, coming down. So in PM, I was expecting, sort of a reversal. We had these highs that needed to be taken. We had these highs that needed to be taken. I wanted to see us come back to market open area, but we never really did. But here's what I saw. So during the PM time, I found the macro time that I was available to trade. So I looked on the charts, waited till the 45 to 15. So we had the move down, and then we saw the move up forming. I actually traded this candle. Pretty sure, to be honest, I think it's a bad idea to trade the actual tack candle. You should wait for it to close and then wait for the one afterwards. Because if I waited for the one afterwards, I would have seen that we come up, sweep the high of this tack candle, and that would have been bearish. So that was my mistake. But yeah, I saw this move down. I anticipated the sequence being finished with the move down and then the move up of the tack candle. So I didn't even wait for the closure. But I did have some type of confluence, right? We had move up, move down, move up. We had this candle right here. We were sweeping out these hourly lows. So I thought we were going to pump. So I went down on the 1 minute. Saw we had LRLR. I also took equilibrium from these range highs to these range lows. Was willing to take first TP right here. And then I put standard deviation from here to there. And then I was trying to hold till there for final TP for a 1 to 4. We got everything I wanted, right? We had the tack low, basically. But I didn't know it was going to get swept. But on the 1 minute, right, we had turtle soup. And we had some type of breaker structure, but also breaker structure right there. We had the move up right here. After the CISD, the move up created the breaker structure. The move up prior to the break. You also had multiple fair value gaps right here. I saw this little one that I liked. We came down, huge rejection candle out of it. This huge candle, right? Came down, rejection, went long off of that. Put my stops slightly below the lows that filled the gap. Good risk management, right? Standard deviation for TPs. Was hoping to hold it up to here, but we just never got there. Just kind of just chopped down. But let's reflect, right? Let's see what would have happened. What trade I could have taken if I waited, right? So we have this tack candle right here. We swept the high, automatically bearish. Let's go down to the 1 minute after sweeping that high. With the break of structure, move down prior to the break, fair value gap. This creates a unicorn model. We got a down candle out of it, go short off of that. Stops above the sweep. This is all in the kill zone, by the way. Look at this, perfect setups. I should have taken this short. This was the better one. So with tack, guys, do not anticipate the next candle. If tack didn't close yet, don't do what I did, right? Wait for the tack candle to close and then see how the next one reacts to it. We might sweep it. We might continue in the direction, which means, yeah, we are still, whatever the trend is, bullish or bearish. So I could use standard deviation from here to there and then held because it's a little smaller. Or could have used a bigger standard deviation from here to this significant low. But as you can see, we would have just chopped around. So if anything, I think the best setup was high to low right here, and then hold to here or decide to hold to these lows for a 2.8. again, could have put my stops at these highs for a better RR. But yeah, this is the short I could have taken if I just followed the strat correctly. But you know, you live and you learn. But yeah, that's about it, guys. That's trade recaps. That's how I've been trading, right? With tech, sweeps, unicorn models. But yeah, I've been successful with it. This is all in demo. Hopping on a funded pretty soon. But yeah, man, been trading for like 8 months, going well, loving it. But yeah, if you want tech, be sure to join the Discord. And if you want the kill zone indicator, join the Discord as well. But the links will be in the bio, etc. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. And thank you guys. God bless. See you on the next one.